That means, you know what that means? We live. Okay. Colter, it's 6:30. You know what that means? What does that
I
mean?
think it means we're going live.
Tell them what it means. Tell them what it means.
I think it means we're going live.
Live. We live. We live, baby. Look at Juanito. We love you, man. How y'all doing? Welcome to GC live in the office. Y'all come on in here. They still coming in. They still coming in. Come on. Click it in our bio, bro. Click it. It's a takeover. I almost said it, man. We like cookies and cream on this screen right now. Look at me rhyming. I'm dropping these beats to this heat. Let's go. Come on. Coach, drop a bar for him, bro. Hey, y'all let us know in the comments if you want Coach to drop a bar for us tonight. He might have to rap after the Devo, man. How y'all feel about that?
Y'all
let me know in the comments, bro. Let me know in the comments if Coach should rap tonight. We can get a beat. Coach, I think you can do it.
No.
I think you can. You're nice like that. He's nice like that. We got 6 of y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Y'all just here? Y'all not gonna say nothing? Y'all not gonna tell y'all family and friends? That's cold-hearted. You cold-hearted. You don't tell nobody that it's GC live in the flesh. Here we go, baby. I'm excited. Today we're gonna be continuing with our cancel series. You know, last week on the live we actually talked about like just this cancel culture that we live in and how easily it is to just cancel people out, and talked about how that truly isn't the heart of a believer, man, and how we don't really have that standpoint to just cancel people out. I would hate to be canceled, bro. I would. And sometimes I'm reckless. I be thinking that I'm gonna get canceled, but you think I've ever had some cancel moments, bro?
Probably a few.
A few? I probably had one. Like I picked my nose in class one time. That was it. Don't look at me like that. Some of y'all looking like, oh my God, why would he say that? Y'all done it. I seen some of y'all do it when I was preaching. I was preaching from the stage and I seen some of y'all pick y'all nose. I'll call you out. Pass easy. I told y'all the first day I'm gonna keep 100. There we go. How you doing? What's up, Strange? Howdy, partner. Y'all hop on over. Hop on over. Cozy, what song are you rocking to right now, bro?
I don't know.
What song you listen to? Dashi Hugo. Now, we like to get started with a little 5-second, 10-second worship for y'all today. It's a little switch up. It's not our usual thing. It's a little bit more hype. But y'all just check me out. Y'all just check me out. See if y'all rocking with us today. What music, man? We ain't got no music. Oh Lord. We don't have music. That's okay. That's okay. I thought we was gonna have some music. We ain't got no music. Matthew, don't be laughing at us. Austin, don't be laughing. How y'all doing, man? Come on in here. Come on in here. Yes, man. Dr. Strange, bro. I'm actually a student pastor in training. It's my first year being a pastor. I've done ministry for the last 2 years is when I joined ministry out of college. This is our intern, one of the greatest people you ever gonna meet. I know y'all love Coach. Y'all show him some love. Show our boy Coach some love, man. Y'all hop on over to the live stream. Pastor B is in here. And today is a very special post GC live, man. I just want to welcome you all who are here and encourage you to hop on over to the link in the bio. Today is special. We're doing a Q&A with my boy Culture here. Not working on YouTube. Let's see if we can get it figured out, man.
Bro.
Let's see if we can get this figured out. But yeah, we're doing a Q&A. We're gonna hear a little bit of his story. If you guys don't know, Coulter actually will be preaching here soon. Yeah, Yes,
Y'all
sir.
buckle up for
Tune
that.
in. So this is just an opportunity for us to get to know the man, the myth, the legend, and hear some of his wisdom, bro. Just gonna be going through a series of questions, so it won't be too long today. But we would love for you to join us, man. Just because I know you guys have seen this random dude walking around. His name is Coulter. If you don't know, Coulter, what's your whole name?
Coulter Smith.
Do you have a middle name?
Nope, I do not.
Are you lying?
Yep, I am.
I think we want to know what his middle name is, don't you?
I don't think we do.
I think we need to know his middle name.
How about if there's 100?
I'm right here past the B. What's good?
How many people?
100?
150 people.
Uh-uh.
That I preach.
Listen.
I'll tell y'all my middle name.
No, tell us now.
No, y'all gotta wait.
No, you have to tell us. They want to know your middle name, bro. I'm not camera shy. I've got two. It's a setup, man. It's a setup. It's a setup. I'm over here, and he's right here. But I'm right here, too. What's good, Caden? What's good? No, we love y'all, man. Like I said, we're just doing a Q&A, so we'll be getting started here soon. In like the next 30 seconds. We'll be getting started. So
all right, time for the commercial break.
Right. So if you guys can, while we're trying to figure out the YouTube thing, we're just gonna get started. And talk with Coulter a little bit about his story and how he got to the point he is now, man. Like I said, you guys have seen him around. You high school guys have him in your small group. I don't even want to know what high school guys talk about in y'all small group. Lord Jesus, I'm praying for my boy Aaron. What's up? We got Andrew up in here. How y'all doing? But I have middle school boys. I've been helping out with the middle school boys, and boy, I'm just ready to get back. Next week, actually, y'all. Next week. That's when we coming back. I know we went on a little hiatus, but we are more than excited and it's super blessed to be coming back next week. So make sure y'all bring a friend. Yes, we still give out pizza to VIPs and bringers. We have a great message, great worship. I'm ready for you guys to come. And we just gonna turn up like GC Post does, man. Nobody do it like GC Post do it. Actually, been back at college, bro, and I'm ready. I miss this. Here we go. You're back.
Yep.
We're trying to get it started, and we're just gonna get started. So if you guys can't join through the YouTube link, just stay here on Instagram Live, and for you guys on the StreamYard who are actually seeing, that's great. We're just gonna get started with some questions, bro. So if you guys don't know who we are by this point, I'm gonna say it one time. This is Pastor EJ and my boy Coulter, the man, the myth, the legend, the intelligent Smith. Everybody give a round of applause. Coulter, I got to meet you probably about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And ever since I've met you, there's just something about you. There's something about the detail that you take when you do things. And I think that's probably one of the greatest aspects of your character. You can just tell you're a great guy. So I just want to start. I'm just want to start. You know, like I think kids and moms are called out before anybody else to say, listen, this person is fake. They're not genuine. Everybody knows like they can just see something about it. But I will say that you are a genuine guy, and it's truly a blessing to have you here at GC. But I said I don't know you. We don't know who you are. This random cat that just came on in our building. So today we get to know a little bit about your story, and like I said, through the last couple months, I've got a chance to hang out with you. He's actually become a really good friend, y'all. This is not just intern relationship. This guy actually like him, and oh Lord, and then he's a great guy to be around. So Coulter, without further ado, tell us your middle name.
You can't know yet.
Oh my lord. Okay,
I'm
whatever.
kidding.
Whatever.
It's Thomas.
His middle name is Thomas. Y'all drop something in the comments if y'all love that name. I love that name. That's a great name. Look at my boy, Random Cat. He was. He has an amazing Jeep. So besides your Jeep and how beautiful it is, Coulter, what brought you to GC? Like, how did you end up here?
So before July, I'd never even heard of GC, like at all. Like never heard of it. And I live about 35 minutes away in Westmoreland. And so never heard of it until it was 4th of July. And I actually wanted to stay home. My parents were going to some 4th of July in Gallatin.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to go. And so my buddy Parker, he was like, I'm going to the Browns house and we're going to go see some fireworks. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll go. And so we ended up going and they were like, you need to check out GC because my church had opened back up. And so we were closed down for about 2 weeks. And so then I ended up going that first week that our church was in quarantine.
Yeah.
And I ended up really liking it. And then they asked me to help out with the Rhythm Conference. And then next week, they started talking about the internship. And I ended up doing an internship. So within about 3 months, I went from never hearing GC to being here 4 or 5 days a week.
So you're goated already to me. You're goated. Like, you came in and really hit the ground running. And that's one thing. Like, I've never seen this man flinch when you're asked to do anything. Like, you're literally one of those people that do anything. You want to know, like, this man did lounge one of the first times he was here. And if you know anything about GC, you know that our lounge is wild, bro. Lounge is wild. For some of you students who actually serve in lounge, you understand that sometimes it can be a little hectic. But Coulter just jumped in straight up smiling, bro. Just really excited about helping out. And then that's one of the greatest things. But Rhythm Conference, bro, like we literally set that thing up in like a month. That's crazy that all y'all came together in a month and you just hopped in on that team. And Rhythm was absolutely crazy, by the way. If y'all were not there, man, you missed something great. Rhythm Conference, Part 2, Volume 2. I don't know what I would say. Shh, what they say? Shh, we sleeping. They sleep on us. I'm trying to be cool, y'all. I'm trying to be cool. But where are you from, Coulter?
From Westmoreland, Tennessee.
Oh Lord, we're not gonna get mad at him, y'all. He's from Westmoreland. That's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm from Gallatin, so we kind of just met in the middle with Portland. Is the culture, do you think, is different in Westmoreland than it is in Portland?
Yes.
How so?
I guess in Westmoreland, there's a lot of people. Everybody there, for the most part, goes to a church and has grown up in church. And so the cool thing about Portland is you have a lot of new believers and people that are being able to come to a church that haven't been to a church. So it's very exciting for me to be in this new season of completely different people. And then really in Westmoreland, I've grown up with everybody. I know everybody. So it's really cool getting to be really close and really get to know a whole new town of people.
No. I mean, we've welcomed you with open arms, even though you are from Westmoreland. I think Pastor B got some Westmoreland roots too, though, bro. So we forgive him for that as well. We try not to judge him too much. We're not gonna steal you guys' straw hats and and your wheat sticks. We're not gonna take your cowboy boots from you.
We actually one year we had like a football tournament or something here one year, and so I think we all dressed up as hillbillies. And
you mean your normal attire? Westmoreland's normal. They didn't change the outfits at all, is what he's saying. Westmoreland didn't change anything about themselves.
We kind of overdid it a little, though. We had our overalls and straw hats, cowboy boots, and everything like that. And I forget I think y'all wore like white trash bags or something like that.
We're just gonna let that go. Just let that go. Oh man. Coulter, like so you just graduated not too long ago.
Yeah.
But how long ago would you say you graduated?
I guess 2 years. It'll be 2 years in December.
Yeah, because didn't you graduated early?
Yeah.
Graduated early from high school. This man, like I told y'all from the very beginning, he's extremely intelligent. I think he is sometimes. I think he's you see that?
I don't know.
All right, y'all just dropped some prayer hands in the chat. I could have sworn I saw a shadow run behind us, and we're just gonna act like that didn't happen. But like I said, so you graduated two years ago, year and a half ago, coming up this December. So you're not too far removed from our students as far as like experiences that you had to, I guess, go through as far as like being a high school student. And last week we talked about like, we had Lana come on, and she was bro, just Lana's gonna be. Lana's a great young woman. She came in and dropped some gems. First off, she's only a freshman, and she dropped some gems on us, bro. But she just talked about like the culture, like the cancel culture within high school, and understanding like how it can be hard to show love to people that don't really agree with you, especially like even being that young in high school, when you're just supposed to live free, have fun, and not worry about anything, but to understand that like there is that battle. So I just want to pick your brain and like what advice would you give to somebody in high school right now with the position you're in, not too far removed? Like, what's one piece of advice that you would want them to pay attention to while they're in high school?
I guess a lot of times, once you get out of high school, it's a lot easier. So like, you kind of got a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Ooh.
But so when you get out of high school, because in high school, like you're forced to be with the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come from a small town like me, you're with the same 100 people for 13 years every day.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times that can stir up a lot of turmoil and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times it's really just picking the right friends to be with, I guess. So, and sometimes quality is better than quantity.
Right.
Because I know early on when I was younger, I had a lot of friends, but I wasn't really close to those friends. And towards the end of high school, I kind of got about 4 or 5 friends that I was just really close to, that we did like everything together.
Yeah.
So that's really a big thing that helped me, was instead of having a bunch of friends, having a few friends that you're just really close to, and you're constantly doing life with.
I just want to touch on that, because you just said, wow, like you just said a lot in that one sentence. So I heard like be very intentional in who you're picking to be your friends.
Yeah. Like
although it is a select group, and like that's first off, right before you said that, you talked about how there's light at the end of the tunnel, bro. Like most of the time when you hear people give advice to high schoolers, they'll tell you like, this is the best time to be alive, and everything else is just bills. Figure out what insurance is, like, you know, like crazy things that like, and I'm like, whoa, like you just hit us with a gem to be like there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like life is worth living. Like there's more to life even after high school.
Yeah.
To not just focus on the little narrow piece of it, because I think a lot of time there's a lot of stresses that happen with just being in high school. It doesn't take a lot of bills for you to experience stress or to experience like just like high school can be rough, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I think really the biggest difference between high school and after high school is like high school is, a lot of people don't want to admit it once they've gotten out of high school, but high school can be stressful, because you're at that point, like early on in high school, you're like rushing to get all these scores and stuff done so that you can get into colleges and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get to like senior year, you got that senioritis and you're like ready to get out. So like that's stress in itself. And then you add on top of that all the drama that comes after it. Like in high school, it's very hard to escape that drama and stuff like that. So really when you get out of high school, the stress just shifts to a different way. So like when you get out of high school, it's very stressful, but it's a different type of stress that's a little bit more manageable to me, I guess.
So understanding that there's always like every season comes with its challenges, but also every season comes with like its blessing, bro. And blessing being the joy, the peace, and the happiness. Like to look forward to that, like to understand that like the season of the place that you're in right now, even if it's like a dark place, bro. Even if it's like it's just overwhelming to you as far as like emotional and mental health, and then even like there might be some physical stressors with being around the people that you're around because you have to be because of small town or whatever that might be. There's always good to come. There's always good to come, and I think that's a little piece of encouragement for you guys out there right now. That's like just going through stuff. I mean, like I don't want to be here. I don't want to keep going through this. Like understand, like life gets better, and there's always something good about where you're at right now, bro.
Also, something that can kind of alleviate a little bit of stress is like social media can be a really good tool. Like I know for ministry especially, like it's an awesome tool to have.
Yeah.
But it also, like I remember in high school, like you're seeing, and it's not necessarily people purposefully leaving you out of stuff, but you're seeing everything that everybody else is doing, and you're constantly feeling left out of stuff that you didn't get invited to or stuff like that. And so a lot of times you have to go through your social media and just unfriend people, like that way you're not constantly seeing what you're not getting to do. So
FOMO, having that fear of missing, bro. Can I be real with you? I have FOMO. I do. I experienced FOMO. Like I think it could be something goofy, bro. Just if I knew about it, it got to you. So it could be literally be something you don't like. Like I can't play basketball to save my life. Like if we get to a gym one day and some of the post guys are like, bros, let's hoop. Or we got the girls at the end, let's hoop. I'm not doing it. Your boy can't hoop. But just to see people enjoying something and you not being a part of that, like if people are being real, like we can put our pride to the side and admit like that kind of hurts. So I think you said something very, very important to say that you don't have to always put those things in your face. You don't always have to take in things that are having an effect on you emotionally and mentally. If you're looking at something and it's not sitting well in your stomach, it's not sitting well on your mind, and it's causing you to have these thoughts of feeling inadequate or left out or just not like genuinely love, like you don't feel that, you don't have to have that in your face. Like not even in a petty way. I think when people say unfriendly, like that means you hate that person. Or like what we talked about last week, that's cancel culture. It's not cancel culture. It's being very wise about what you're taking in. And I think that's a word right there. You could preach on that if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coach, you work out, bro?
Nope.
I don't believe you.
Not at all.
So we just talked about basketball for a second. Let's take a little lighter side. You dropped some gems on us, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. I told you this man's mind is light years above his age, bro. Like he's truly is wise at a young age. But let's talk about like some sports, bro. Like, did you play any sports growing up?
Played basketball until about 7th grade, and then I was done with it.
So you were a hooper. You were certified.
I guess I wasn't very good at it.
You was jumping out the gym?
Huh?
Was you jumping out the gym, bro? You was dunking?
No, not at all. I wasn't tall enough at that time.
Oh Lord, yeah, bounce. You didn't have no bounce, bro?
Nope. I played until 7th grade year, and then 8th grade year, I think I grew like 7 inches or something like that.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I think last year I was like 5'6". This year I'm like 6'2". I'm a strong 6'2". Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I stopped the cap. I know I'm not 6'2". Don't need y'all judging me.
Hey, so after we get off of this, I'm going to post a picture on our story. It's got a picture of EJ stepping into my Jeep with a step stool.
No.
A couple weeks ago.
Stop that. 6'2" people don't need step stools, bro. Need no step stool.
I got proof.
You tried to play me. So did you do any other sports? I know you said you stopped playing 8th grade year.
Cross country when I was in high school.
Okay. First off, you are a different breed. I don't know if you guys run track. Anybody out there that runs track, or you happen to do cross country. I want y'all to see me and hear me. You are built different. Y'all run for fun, bro. Like Like, how does that happen? Like, how did you just come across that sport and say, you know what, this is something I can see myself doing?
Really, I don't know. It was just something that it was there and I did it, kind of thing.
Oh man, you didn't like get tired of like your sport is our punishment in other sports. You realize that? Like track and cross country are the punishments of other sports.
When I played basketball, I hated running. Like, absolutely hated it. And then for some reason, I decided to quit basketball, did a sport all you did was run.
This is probably one of the most interesting things you've said when it comes to sports. When we were just talking, just like in conversations that we've had in the past, tell them, like, how did you feel about game time versus practice? And I want you guys to think about this for a second. Do you think it's easier to enjoy the game, you know, like in the lights in front of everybody, or do you think some people enjoy maybe the practice, like they don't even care about the game, they just love practice? I want you guys to think about that and see how you compare to my boy. So which one did you enjoy more, bro?
So partially when it comes to basketball, I wasn't very good at basketball. And so I always enjoyed the practices way more than the actual game. I guess it was just because the pressure of the game.
Yeah.
And so practice was more laid back, even though I was doing a whole lot more than I was in the games.
Bro, I just don't. But I think even basketball, you run a lot. Y'all run a lot in basketball. Yeah. What's that? What is it? Suicides when you go back and forth, or like the ladder drill?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hated doing the backpedaling. Like, that was the worst on your legs.
Hamstrings.
You had to basically run backwards while squatting. Like, that's worst thing ever.
My boy Jeremiah said he likes practice better than the games. Y'all are a different type of breed. I feel like that's something that Kobe would say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe only cares about the practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe is, the legend has it that he was the first one in the gym, last one to leave. He just had a different mentality. And I feel like you definitely carry that over into your work life and your workspace. If you don't know about Coulter has 15 jobs, y'all. Coulter literally does 15 different jobs, man. This man's got he's all about that paper. He's all about the bread.
Like, I don't know about that.
How do you?
I've been here more than my actual job lately.
Oh, we got him. He's with us. He's with us for life, y'all. Yo, you're not allowed to leave. Coulter.
Maybe I'll have a job here someday.
Mm-hmm. Looks at Jess Petty. Maybe I'll have a job here one day. Man, so what do you think you could, if you were giving somebody advice, and I say somebody, I'm gonna just throw this out there. This is me advice. Time management. How important do you really think it is?
That's like one of my biggest things that I think helps me to do really good in everything I do, is because, like, I plan like a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, I plan out everything that I'm doing, even on a daily basis. So, like, I'm planning how long it's going to take me to do this or this, or when I could put this or this in.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm just waiting in the drive-thru, I'm sitting there reading emails or doing discussion posts for school, because I do school full-time too. And so I'm constantly, I'm never just having those moments where I'm just not doing anything. Now, it is good to have rest. So instead of having 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, when it comes Friday or Saturday or one day of the week, mainly it's normally Wednesday mornings is kind of my lazy day, I guess. Mm-hmm. And so instead of having to do stuff on Wednesday, I've crammed it all in on all the other days. So Wednesday, I can just chill for most of the morning until I've got to go to Pulse that night.
Yeah, you said two great things talking about, like, the aspect of rest and also time management. But I think one thing that they might not notice is that you are a full-time student. So just understanding, like he understands the struggle the same way that others might. So understand what it's like to be a believer, and to find time to pour into your relationship, to find time to be able to worship and be in your word. It really is important. And it really is a matter of time management, because if you do not spend your, and I'm not gonna say money, if you do not spend your time wisely, time will spend itself. And you're like, what do you mean, EJ? So it's like, if I'm not planning out my time, like, anybody can come and take that. If I don't set aside certain blocks or periods in my calendar, something will fill it up, whether it be just scrolling on Instagram, bro, or TikTok, bro. And there's this little wormhole of TikTok. Oh my Lord. Like, if you get on TikTok and you watch 3 videos, like y'all tell me I'm look, tell me I'm lying. For those of you who are TikTok users, tell me you don't scroll for 5 videos and then, you know what? It's been 3 hours. It's been 3 hours. Like, the time just goes away. So understand, like, it is important to literally attach something to your time. Not just let it just go, well, it's whatever. So,
and a lot of times with that, like with social media, I used to be one of those people that get on and scroll, and 45 minutes to an hour went by that I've just been scrolling when I could have been doing other things. So one thing with social media that I've done is be more intentional with it. So before I log on, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to post this. I'm going to look at this person's page, and this person's page. And I hardly ever get on the feed part. So, like, when I'm on social media, I'm looking at certain accounts to see what they're posting. It's normally other churches or other pastors, to see what they're posting and what they're doing and stuff like that. So I'm super intentional when I'm getting on social media. So I only look at what I need to look at.
Well, that's
instead
huge.
of just all the other random ads and everything like that.
That is huge. I like that a lot. I think I could definitely even put that in practice. To not say that I'm just gonna turn it off, because, like, yes, you can turn it off, step away, manage your time, but also manage your time on the app. Not just like how long you're on it, but what are you doing while you're there? Like, that is, I've never really heard that aspect. I've never really heard anybody have that aspect about it. It's like, you know, like, make sure you guys aren't going an hour, make sure it's 30 minutes at the most. But I've never heard pay attention to what you're tuned into, not just what you're taking in, but what you're tuned into. What are you intentionally looking for? And that's, bro, hey, I told y'all this man was built different. Something about this man, he's built different, bro. You can definitely learn a lot about him. If you are a student that comes to GC Post, pay attention to those things. Find you people that are in positions that you want to be in, or also that have been in positions that you've been in, that you're probably going through now. So, like I said, he's not too far removed from high school. That's a huge advantage. I feel like he has connection with you guys and can understand what it's like to have the stressors of being a student. He's still a full-time student. I'm still a full-time student. He's doing ministry. I'm doing ministry in jobs and things like that. So it's crazy to see how that balance works, and it just shows his dedication to you guys too. Like he really does like love and appreciate the students that come, whether it be hanging out with you guys outside or being able to experience a small group time with you. He has so much to do with the behind the scenes of Pulse. It's crazy. Like, sometimes he keeps me going. He keeps me right. Because I told you, a lot of things can come into my head, and I can bounce 15 different places before you know it. I think if any of y'all have had a conversation with me, it's probably been like, okay, yeah, boom, and I'm on to the next, and then I come back, and you're like, EJ, slow down for a second. Slow down. So he definitely matches my pace, and I love that. My boy said something. What did he say right here? Jeremiah said he enjoyed, back to what you said about the practice versus game time, he enjoys that you get to work on your craft and practice, and that you the game has a little bit too much pressure, a little bit like what you were saying. I'm like, that's very interesting. Let's get into some of your interests, bro. All right, so it's Saturday. You got nothing to do. You got a little money in your pocket. You got some gas in the car. What are you doing?
Probably going with my friends to like Top Golf or something like that.
You good old boy. So you like to Top Golf. We actually took the interns Top Golfing, and Caden smacked us, bro.
I bet.
He did. Caden smacked us. No, I ain't gonna say he smacked us. Yeah, he smacked us. The girls actually were doing better than us. We were having a hard time. Apparently, you can't throw the golf club when you're playing Top Golf. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you're not supposed to throw the golf club. Don't do that. People below don't enjoy that. Top Golf employees kind of give you a stank eye for whatever reason. But so you're going to Top Golf, okay? Top Golf. Why have you always been a golfer?
Oh, I'm not a golfer at all.
You're not a golfer? You're not gonna claim it?
No. I actually, so like everybody, I don't know why, but everybody just assumes that I golf.
I wonder why.
And so I actually just about, I guess it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, I went down to church in the Highlands and stayed with a friend down there. It's like in Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay.
And so the first day that I got there, we weren't doing any kind of ministry or nothing like that. And so we actually went golfing, and I actually really liked it. I wasn't very good at it, though. But the thing I like about Top Golf is, like, we normally will go eat before or after and hang out.
Pharmacy Burger?
Yes.
You know what Pharmacy Burger is?
Best burger in Nashville. And so, which, I mean, Milo has the best burger.
Yes, we love.
But as far as Nashville, Pharmacy number
it's
one.
close. It's close, bro.
I love their buns. Like they have the best. Yeah.
Milo's got the sauce though.
Yeah.
Milo's is different.
I need some Milo sauce.
Milo sauce sets it off for me. We had Milo burgers at Rhythm Conference, and man, what's up? Oh Lord, we got Manda Joe.
What's up,
Manda Joe? What it is, man? We love and we miss y'all. We can't wait to see y'all back in the office soon. I'm so ready for it. Listen, Coulter, we got to find out a little bit about your story, knowing that you're from Westmoreland. We love you. You're from Westmoreland. You grew up in church.
Yep.
In Westmoreland, and now you've made your way to Portland to be with us at GC Post and be with us at Generation Church. Period. And ever since he's got here, like he's a grinder, y'all. This man's a grinder. You can definitely learn something from him. I think one of the best things about you is like there's heart behind the things that you do. Like you don't just do it to do it, but you do it because you care about the people that it affects. You know what I mean? Truly blessed to have you here. I'm glad because I got a friend, bro. Man, y'all be mean to me. No, I'm playing. Coulter's. I've always wanted a Jeep friend. You know what I mean? I've always wanted somebody with a Jeep. No, you got it. I don't know if y'all heard this man's system, but you coming to Post next week?
Yeah.
Coming to Post next week? He's got a system, bro. Let's talk about. So now we talk about like your systems. What are you listening to? Like what are you cranking it up to? Like if you're trying to get hype, trying to get in the mood to just go crazy at GC Post or to run track or to play basketball or you're ready to go Top Golf. What's the kind of music are you playing, bro?
It's the playlist we played today.
Tell
the
name, bro. Tell him the name.
Let's see. Where is it at? It's called Worship That Doesn't Sound Like K-Love Radio and 09 Chris Tomlin.
See, they don't know nothing about 09 first off. They were probably babies, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've never been called old. And I went out and I'm thinking about calling y'all out because it was GC Post. This first time I ever been called old was this summer. Somebody looked at me and was like, ew, you're old? I said, what? I'm old. It's okay. I'm aging with grace. Wait till I shave my head. How y'all gonna feel about that when I shave my head? I don't know. Somebody's like, oh, he needs to.
I think we do.
I'm not shaving my head.
I think eyebrows should go along with it.
Y'all remember how I told you I love this man? I retract my statement. I'm taking my statement back. Did you get to help out this weekend?
I did not.
You help out this weekend?
I was visiting another church this weekend.
Did you hear our girl Chloe?
I did.
Yo,
she did awesome.
Yo, shout your girl out, Chloe. I think she's joining us right now. She got to get on stage, man, and it was truly something that you don't want to miss. We still have it up on the Generation app and on the Generation page. So you guys understand that we still have online services, experiences if you guys can't make it to church on Saturday or Sunday. But we are back this weekend. Oh man, I'm so ready. I missed y'all. I'm still gonna hug people. I ain't learned my lesson. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna hug and I'm gonna love on people.
Well, you're immune now. So.
Oh yeah, I'm immune to COVID. I don't know what a COVID is at this point. No, y'all don't live in a spirit of fear. Y'all, please be washing y'all's hands. We shouldn't have to keep telling y'all that. I'm looking y'all dead in the camera. Coach, you look at them in their face.
No picking your nose.
Look at them.
Wash your hands.
Wash y'all's hands. We should be done with this now. Wash y'all's hands. I'm tired of it. If I see you do this, or you do that and you don't wipe your nose, I might trip you. I might walk past you and I might trip you. I don't think I'm supposed to say that as a youth pastor. Yes, I can. I'm gonna trip you. So you're listening. Have you ever heard No Big Deal? Do you ever listen to No Big Deal?
I do.
See, I'm about to put me on a playlist because I think some of y'all's music taste. I'm trying to elevate y'all's music taste.
I think he's a little underrated.
He's very underrated.
Right.
I'm getting passionate about this. If I'm gonna get passionate about one person, it's gonna be No Big Deal. And Jesus. But listen, No Big Deals, bro. His music just hits different. And that's literally how you guys type it in. So if you don't know who it is,
with a period.
Yes. With a period at the end. It's No NOBIGDYL period. No Big Deal.
Lowercase.
Yeah, all lowercase with a period at the end. It's great music. Culture, if you were on a stranded island, like what are you taking? What are you taking with you?
Take my Bible.
Okay.
That was the super churchy answer.
That was the perfect answer.
You can take my Bible, some worship music.
Bible tells you make a joyful noise, bro. You can just sing.
I'll probably take a little beach house.
You can't take a. You don't understand how this game works.
Well, we'll settle with like a yacht.
A yacht?
Yeah, I'll park it right up to that island. I'll be chilling.
That's why I can't play games with you. That's why I cannot play games with you.
I can always figure out a way around the question.
I'm not messing with you. Let's get in. You said you'd bring your Bible. Okay. What's one verse that you hold near and dear to your heart for encouragement? Mine personally, Jeremiah 29:11. I actually have a tattoo of it. And it's just a reminder of God's promises and his provision and how he cares for us. So if you would like, and give you a chance to go look that up. What's one verse that you would encourage students to look at, or one that's just near and dear to your heart?
Where's the end of Matthew? I can always remember the verse, but I can't remember the verse number.
No, I feel you.
How do you get to?
What are you looking for?
Like the actual
Matthew?
Yeah.
It's just keep going. Yeah, there you go.
I need it's the last verse in Matthew.
Last verse. Cody's doing that. Like I said, Jeremiah 29:11.
Here we go. So it's Matthew 28, and it's 18 through the rest of Matthew. And it's, I've been given all authority here on heaven and on earth. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey the commands I have given you. And remember this, I'm with you till the end.
Come on now, preacher man. I said, what notes? He said, what verse? I don't need no Bible. I'm going to say it. That is attaching scripture to your mind and to your heart and keeping it at the forefront of all things. I love this, actually, that you brought this up, because last week we talked about cancel culture, and it almost just tells us, like, what right do we have to cancel anybody? Like how much do you have to hate somebody to not share the good news with them? The good news being that Jesus Christ died to pay the price for your sins and rose again, so that we might be able to have a relationship with God, and we not perish because of our sins, but we have eternal life in heaven after our death here on earth. Like that is great news. And how much do you have to hate somebody to never share that with them?
Yeah.
Like, it adds a weight to it. You know what I mean? It's like, and he's saying, like, you don't have to be fearful of sharing this good news with anybody. I give you authority, bro. So it's like, what encouragement does those verses give you?
Well, kind of a backstory on that. So I grew up like in church all the time. We did Awanas when I was little, and so memorized like all these verses and everything. And so then later on, I started losing those verses and stuff slowly that I had memorized over the years. And so then I guess it was in ninth grade, I joined what's called a D group. And so that was the first time in probably 8, 9, 10 years that I'd done really any scripture memorization other than like the easy ones. And so that was one of the very first verses that I had to memorize. And the thing that was cool about that verse is before then, when I always thought about disciples, I thought of like the 12 disciples and like back in Bible times. And so in this verse, it says, go into all nations. And so being the nerdy person I was like, well, back when this written, like half of the countries that are around now, like they weren't nations back then. And so I was like, well, obviously that can be put into a modern text, I guess, like that. So I was like, well, I guess there are like modern day disciples. And then through this verse and then a bunch of other verses and reading, I found out that how to be a disciple in today's time. And it looks a little bit different than back in Bible times, obviously. But for the most part, all of the, I guess, foundational parts of being a disciple is still the same today as it was back then. So, and I think in a way it's actually easier for us because we can reach so many more people than they could back then just through social media. I mean, most of y'all,
that's good.
Most of us have at least 1,000 or 2 followers on Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, and you can reach all those people within about 5 seconds to make a post or get on and do a live like this and be able to talk to people.
Yeah. Almost like it definitely gives you that call to do it, that responsibility, but also that power and encouragement that I'm with you while you're doing it. Know that we don't have to do that by ourselves. And almost like taking something that can sometimes be so negative, like social media can be very negative. Like we've seen the ugly side of people come out through social media. It's crazy how much power people feel behind the screen, like even how we're doing now, or Twitter fingers as we call it. You know what I mean? To be able to have that power to be anonymous, to not have to just, I guess, not be attached to what you say. To understand that, like, we've seen the ugly side of social media. Everybody on here right now has seen the ugly side of social media. But to know that we can take even that and we can use it for God's glory. We can take that, and while everything or most things that we see are negative, we can use it for good. You know what I mean? And that's such a good message, and it's just a good reminder to us that, you know, like, yeah, we see a lot of crazy things, but God's still doing a lot of big things in our lives, and He wants to do a great work through us. And I think we definitely push that message here, GC. Like God doing something great in you, so that you can, so He can do something great through you, and that's truly a blessing.
Something cool also about social media and being able to disciple is me and a buddy, when Corona started, he started a little Bible study, and we started out doing it about 30 minutes every night. And so by the end of the Bible study, we ended up being on there sometimes 3 hours a day.
That's crazy.
And up to in the 20s of that's how many people were on there and dedicated to being on there every day. And so through that, I actually met another dude that I wasn't friends with before, and my friend wasn't even friends with before. He was a friend of somebody that was friends with my friend that hopped on there. And so I'm able to disciple to him through having Zoom and being able to get on that every night. And then I've also gotten closer with other people through social media that have been able to be one of the number one things that I get out of discipleship personally is accountability. So I have tons of accountability partners, and then I have those ones that are really close.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got one friend that like he's gonna be the one if I'm not doing something right or saying something wrong or not getting in the word as much as I should, he's gonna call me out on that, and he's not gonna be afraid to.
Yeah.
And then I also have people that I'm their accountability partner. So the person that I was talking about earlier that I'm discipling,
Yeah.
I'm also checking in with him either weekly or daily and saying, okay, how is your word life this week? Are you struggling with anything? And what can I do to help you through that?
Yeah, that's so good, bro. Bible tells us that the wounds of a friend can be trusted, which means like the the accountability that you receive from each other, especially those who love you. You can trust those comments and those remarks from them to be like, I'm not in the best place, and I might not even see that. Like you think about a blind spot when you're driving. If you're driving, some of you guys might not drive yet, but a blind spot is just something that you can't see. That's why you have people around you who can call out those blind spots so that they can help you defend yourself and they can help you live a better and more fulfilling life, man. Like we need each other in this life, and I think it's so easy. Like sometimes like even when I'm scrolling on Instagram or something, like there's this trend of being alone. You know what I mean? Like it's cool to suffer or to not care that much, and that scares me as a student pastor to see that like that that kind of trend is taking root and that you guys feel or might experience that it's okay to be alone, but it's not. Like the Bible doesn't even call us to be alone. Like he truly does want us to he wants us to have community and a community that cares, not just go to church and have people around you just for the fun of it. Like you said, it's not just about quantity, but it's about the quality of those relationships and being very intentional. Even at you guys' age, it's not just saying like we're young and dumb. Like no, like you have power to pick who you want to be friends with and to pick those friends wisely and who you're going to be around with your time. And that's so good, bro. Like there's a lot of things that I got into just because of the people I was around, not even because I necessarily made the decision myself. I think sometimes, you know, like what's that one saying your mom will say? If your friends jump off a bridge, would you do it too?
Yeah.
Like first off, mama, I was the first one to go. But
one of the other things I've always heard, one of my friends' dads always says, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you my future."
Yes.
So like whoever you're hanging out with, that's gonna be you 6 months to a year from now. Like so like if I'm hanging out with EJ, he's a great influence on me. And so always hang out with people who are smarter than you and know things that you don't know. Yeah. That way they can, I guess, give some of that to you. Always don't hang out with people that are behind you in their growth. So like in maturity level, don't hang out with people who are less mature than you. Hang out with people who are more mature than you. That way you're working towards something. You're not helping somebody else work towards you, I guess.
Yeah. So, I think it's just this understanding like when you have friends on different levels. You have people that pour into you. You have people that you're going to pour into during your life. I have people that come to me specifically for advice, and I know that I'm not going to reach out to them for advice. And it's just understanding the boundary of that relationship, because when you have that expectation and you have that reality of the relationship, it keeps me from being hurt to be like, man, you always come for me advice. I need advice from you. But to understand, if I know that from the beginning of that relationship, then I don't leave myself to get hurt. But knowing that I have to have people around me that are going to pour into me as well. And that can start in middle school, bro. That can start in elementary school, to have people that are going to pour into you. Watch people. You want to watch people when you succeed, when things are going great. Watch how people respond to that. Be vigilant and be wise about those that you keep around you, because some people just want to be around for the fall and not necessarily to cheer you on. And make sure you're not that person that's waiting for people's downfall either, but you're one of those people that even in the midst of somebody else's downfall, you're there to build them up. You're there to lift their head up. You're there to point them to Jesus Christ, and you're there to respond the way that he would call us to. And that's always with love. If you're ever in doubt or need to discern what you should do in a situation, it's always love at the end of the day. But I just appreciate you for doing this today, Coulter. You responded to me, and you're ready to do it, and you've dropped some absolute bombs on our viewers today, like some great things, some really, and I pray y'all were taking notes, because I'm definitely internalizing some of this stuff, and like it just shows like the wisdom that you have. But you're also a really down to earth dude. Understand that he's not just up here floating around, and he's not worried about y'all, but he's in the battle with us. He's in the trenches with us, and he truly does love you guys as students. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming out. We're about to close out now. We will be praying for you, and all of your families and friends during this time we're not together. We can't wait to be back next week. Understand that is very important. We will be here at the church at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 next Wednesday, baby. Man, I'm so excited to have you guys back again. We love you, Colter. Anything you'd like to say to our family?
No. Just ready to get back to Pulse next week.
Hey, man. In person. Hey, y'all come out this weekend. Join us for experience. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you next week. Peace.